Good day, everyone. I'm really excited to be here and traveling the journey towards net zero economy. What excites me is now is the opportunity for us to come together and detoxify the environment. The toxins that we released, the onus is on us to detoxify the environment. And I'm really happy to be in this journey together with you, because together we can go farther. Alone, I may just be going fast. Going to the first slide, I want to talk about what has environment been witnessing. This year, in July 2022, we saw 1 degree Celsius temperature rise over the last 143-year record. 1 degree Celsius is huge. We all know that just few more degrees of temperature increase in the ocean and the ocean life will suffer. Another example, our glaciers are shrinking. Sea levels have risen by 2x in 30 years. I was telling my team a story. I was a 10-year-old girl and how much I would enjoy going out in the rains. The rains were very gentle, mild and caring and fun. Now, our children are scared because the rains are not what they used to be when I was a child. The rains are angrier, the rains are hurtful, the rains are causing floods all around the world. I also want to say, because we have a very, very large population, 1.3 billion people, India is the 4th largest emitter of carbon dioxide after China, US and EU. I do understand that 1.3 billion people, the per capita, and the summation causes this, but regardless, we are significant contributor of carbon dioxide to the global environment. Climate change is real. We don't want to just look at it as a problem that some elite will solve. It's our problem, it's your problem, it's my problem. It's a problem that our children will suffer. But this problem needs to be solved now. And while we do it now, I'll show you later that it will create even opportunities for us. Let's look at what India has done in terms of advances towards climate action. India's goal is, can we do a net zero emissions by 2070? And I know that US has a goal of 2050. The opportunity is, can we come together, accelerate this net zero movement, come together, time it such that we can perhaps pull in this net zero emission by 10 years or 20. We've also taken a goal of 500 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel energy capacity by 2030. Just to tell you that India produces 80% of its energy through coal, oil, and natural biomass. Our goal is, can we leverage non-fossil fuel energy and create 500 gigawatt? In the same breath, the goal is 50% of the energy generated through renewable energy. It's solar, it's wind, it's water. That's the target that we are working towards. And our country's energy needs, by 2030 would be 50%. Also, there are government programs which say that India's LED bulb campaign to reduce emissions by 40 million tons annually. These are the challenges that we are throwing into the world that we are responsible for addressing. And I truly believe collective intelligence, when put to use together, can solve whatever problem the world faces in front of us. So I am sure that all of us, the 64 companies that are coming together to pledge net zero, we can do it. We can absolutely address the needs of the world. We created some of it, but we will address it and address it better. I'd like to say that, the needs of tomorrow are going to be met with innovation and collaboration today. So many such innovations many of you are working on. I'm excited that we as Intel are also working on technology innovation. Some of it I'll call out later. But build sustainable products. Can we look at EV? When we look at EV, the E in the EV stands for electrical. That means, can we generate, sustainable electrical energy sources? Can we look at renewable? So you can see, a circular economy kind of coming together to drive the India advances and climate actions. The net zero is an opportunity for us in every way, not only to detoxify the environment and present an amazing world to our children and the next generation, but it creates opportunity today. And I like to repeat again, the need of tomorrow are going to be worked on through innovation and collaboration today. For India alone, the renewable energy technology market is about 80 billion by 2030. I can tell you that India needs 10 zettawatt hours, zetta with 21 zeros. 10 zettawatt hours is India's need. But at the rate which we are doubling our energy, at the rate which we are increasing the energy needs, by 2030, India's need would become 20 zettawatt hours. And to increase by 2x, sustainable, renewable is the way to go. The other focus is electric and connected mobility. It avoids 1.7 gigatons of carbon dioxide. So while we use electricity, we are not using gas and we are not emitting, carbon dioxide. And while we are using electrical, we are also looking at renewable, energy sources. So building that kind of a balance. And while we do this, it creates economic opportunity. I really feel cell phone was a revolution that happened and India took the benefit of it, from digital wallet to biometric identity and to create multiple businesses of looking at, health platforms, etc. Automotive is the next revolution. And I feel we together collectively can drive a lot of opportunity, economic opportunity for India through automotives. So what are we doing as Intel? I've spoken a lot about India, I've spoken a lot about world, but what is the action that begins at our home? So at Intel, we have a path to net zero by 2040. So I shared with you India is looking at 2070, United States says 2050, Intel is even 10 years ahead by 2040. So we have set up some RISE goals for us. RISE stands for responsible, inclusive, sustainable, enabling. We have set some goals for us. Achieve net positive water use globally across Intel. I'm happy to share with you that in India, in Intel India, we consume 100 million liters of water, but we saved 400 million liters of water. And assuming, and I'm doing a math for urban and rural, if 100 liters is consumed by one person, then the amount of water that we have saved is for 10,000 people for 1 year. That's the benefit of this, water saving. Water is a very precious commodity. Intel's goal is 100% renewable energy, zero waste to landfill, and carbon neutral computing. I will talk about, some things that we are doing within Intel India, but this is the overall Intel's goal and some of them. I just called out a few of them. There's a list of, goals that we have set towards net zero. In the next slide, what I'm talking about is what is Intel India doing? What is our collaboration with the industry partners and what's the value we are creating? Intel India is net water positive. I already told you. We consume about 100 million gallon, but we saved about 400 million liters, and we saved about 400 million liters. Gallon to liter translation is about 4x. And like I said, 10,000 water for people for 1 year. That's the benefit that we created, and it gives me so much satisfaction that this innovation, this collaboration, this effort was enabling 4x water saving than we had consumed. Alternate energy sources. We meet 70% of power needs of our building, labs, and data centers through alternate energy sources. Solar, fuel cell, to name a few. Besides looking at environment, the way we work, the way we build our products is also looking at sustainability. There is a concept lunar project with Dell that reduces 50% of product carbon footprint. In fact, we have built a lab within Intel India that builds and enables sustainable product design and creates sustainable products. Not just from building products perspective, we are also looking at technology that are sustainable, that creates value for the world in multiple ways. One such technology is liquid immersion cooling. Do you know the amount of energy that we lose? We lose 15 to 20% energy in transmission and distribution. Not only that, the reason that our country has a variety of temperature, we go through high temperatures, we lose a lot of electrical capability, a data center power because of this high temperature. And we have come up with liquid immersion cooling technology by which we will be able to save a lot of this extra energy loss and create value. All of this, thank you to our partners, many of which are here. Thank you a lot to the government and academia as well as NGOs who have partnered with us. I love Ratan Tata's quote, which I quoted in the beginning. We can run faster alone, but we want to run farther. I want to see our children benefit. I want to see the innovations done today creating value for the world tomorrow, while we enjoy the economic benefits as well today itself. Shared the story with you, what is happening in and around the world. Talked about the importance of all of you and us working together. Me and my team were saying, this is one area which is truly open source. Any idea you have that's creating value, I would love to adopt. And I'm open to sharing whatever innovation that we drove to create value with you. A truly open source platform that will enable value for the world. And the purpose is there, the value is there, and we are there together. I think we need to accelerate the net zero rally cry. We need to time it such that we can create benefit for our company, our people, and our world. It's very critical for us to work together and create, therefore, the transformation that organization, society, country, and humanity needs. I want to end with a very beautiful quote. If this is what you take from my entire presentation, I'll be very happy. The quote is, I'm going to take the liberty to read it. We are the first generation to feel the effect of climate change. First generation to feel the effect of climate change, and the last generation who can do something about it. I actually get goosebumps, just reading it, but that's what the onus is on us. The quote is from Barack Obama, the former US president, and if any country needs it most, it is us, the 1.3 billion people that are waiting and the 8 billion people of the world. Thank you very much. Looking for amazing partnership with all of you.